Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Cristian Marchán. So, in this opportunity, my classmates Carlos Ramirez and Jerry Faya and we are talking about safety first, essential tips for metalworking. So, continuing with the exposition, in the first topic, uh, is is about great profession and high risk in metalworking. So, metallurgy and welding are important to the manufacturing and construction industries, but they require working with extreme physical and chemical forces. The goal is not to instill fear, but to cultivate a technical respect for the processes, recognizing that high risks exist in in the first step in implementing an effective safety culture. In the next topic, I'm talking about the high temperatures, sparks, and sharp edge. So cause accidents in the workshop every day. The high temperature is about is for example the base metals and well beads retain residual heat for a long time without changing color. This can lead to accidental burns from contact when someone mistakenly assume a piece.
Hello, everyone. I continue give the presentation. Now we will see important points about safety when working gig metal. Mm, Now, physical integrity. Look, should always prioritize your physical integrity. Now, let's move um, on to the next topic: personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipment. Always wear appropriate appropriate personal personal protective equipment. PPE before starting any joke. Now we talk about defense against Ludwig revision. Ludwig radiation defense. Um, Look should use an auto darkening welding helmet to protect your eyes from UV radiation. Now let's Lexi defect welding spatter. Devil's welding spatter. Book on heavy duty leather gloves and fire resisting jacket to prevent serious burn. Now we will talk about equipment and tool safety. Equipment in tool safety. Safety. Um, um, angle grading is a powerful machine. Kicks requires careful handling. Now let's explain the pre-working work inspection protocol. And the pre-work inspection protocol should inspect before you start working. Number one, grinding discs. Number two, power clickbooks. Number three, ground clamps. Now we reach the last topic. The welding rule of power tools. The weld rules of power tool never remove the safety guard for power tools. Disconnect the welding machine when you finish your shift. The walls all for my part. Thank you very much. Now my partner will continue give us next point.
Continuing with our safe overview, let's talk about a danger that we often cannot see until it is too late. As you can see, we refer to this as the invisible enemies. When we perform welding process, especially T, small or fecal, we are in use dealing with spark and heat. This process generates highly toxic fume and metallic dust. Because they are airborne, they can easily blend into the environment, making them a silent but severe trigger everyone in the workshop. This brings us directly to our next crucial point, workspace management. Maintaining a safe environment requires activity control over our surroundings. First, We must keep our workspace clean and organized. Clutter leads to accidents. Second, and perhaps most importantly, in a welding environment, we must remove all flammable materials from the immediate area. Eliminating this hazard is our primary line of defense against accidental fires. Now, going back to those invisible enemies we mentioned earlier, how do we actually protect ourselves on the personal level? The answer is simple. Protect your lungs. Engineering control like proper ventilation are essential. So you should always work in the well ventilated area. However, that alone is not enough. You must always use a proper respirator, the designer, to filter off those specific toxic particles and metallic dust. Your respiratory healing is not negotiable. To wrap up this section, I want to leave you with what we call the final mindset. Safety is not just a checklist and a set of rules. It is your most important responsibility in the metalworking industry. We must conscientiously follow these safety tips to prevent serious, life-altering injuries. Please remember this golden rule. You should never rush a job if the conditions are unsafe. Not dealing is worth risking your psychic integrity. Let's keep our workspace clean, protect our health, and always priority safety spheres.